Here's the recap for church planning. First of all, Good Friday services is going to be, we're going to join Cornerstone VR. They usually have a Good Friday services. And if they do, VR Church is going to join them. Why reinvent the wheel? And we'll check with Pastor Jason Pulling about that. But it hasn't been a problem in the past. And so we'll look forward to connecting with Cornerstone VR. That's number one. Number two, Easter is going to be over 2 Sundays. We're going to divide Easter into multiple services. There's going to be an Easter part 1 and Easter part 2. Easter part 1 is on the Easter day, that Sunday, that calendar day, April 17th, and then Easter part 2 is the following Sunday. Easter part 1 is more of the kind of like the trial and the crucifixion, and Easter part 2 is going to be more of the resurrection. Why over 2 parts? Well, we believe that people, as they come to VR Church, have maybe are experiencing church for the first time, but they've never heard this before. So that's the reason we want to go through the full story, John chapter 18, 19, and 20, over 2 Sundays. So that's going to be awesome. Number 3, Easter spring break is coming. There's going to be a Sunday where just all the volunteers are off. We're just going to do hangouts in Altspace and VR chat. Nothing, no teaching, no streaming, no whatever. We're just going to chill, take a break because everybody's been working really hard. We try to do these breaks 3 to 4 times a year. The next one will probably be in August, right before the fall takes off. So next one is number 4. Longer chapters are going to be broken up into smaller pieces. So like this past Sunday was a bit crazy, right? Teaching through 50 verses. And this upcoming Sunday is going to be crazy too. There's a lot of verses. And so we just barely get through it. We don't really have time to think and chew and teach on it. So longer chapters are going to be broken into smaller pieces. We don't see this until approximately June is when we'll see like maybe chapter 22 is part 1 and part 2. So all that information is on Airtable. Pastor Coco has taken some time to divide that. So that's going to be something new, teaching partial chapters. We haven't done that before. At least I don't think we have. And that information is on Airtable, and that is going to be helpful for the build team to know that. Next one is finalize the schedule. We're going to try to get the schedule finalized with breaks, multiple chapters, all that stuff, all the way through September. That's the idea. So we're going to finalize the schedule. And so take a look at Airtable in the next week or 2, and it should be good to go. There are going to be some updates coming to Discord, maybe some new channels, maybe something like memes. We're going to reorganize it a little bit. Nothing major, just some updates if you see some changes. What's up, Finn? I'm almost done here, my friend. Let's see. Streamathon went really well. I thought 65% of our goal as we upped our goal. And we had a lot of new givers and givers from outside the church who were coming in to check us out. And so I thought that's great. Little by little, we're going to grow in this area of giving. We talked about maybe doing like a monthly or a weekly report of sorts, something like our version of a church bulletin. And that's the question we have. What's our version of a bulletin? Where we do some basic reporting on numbers of like who attended, how many, or not who, how many attended, what kind of giving was there in the past week or month, probably monthly. And I think that's something we're going to try to figure out how to do. We're trying to figure out how to do well. Pastor Alina has this, I love the vision that this is like a gratitude report. And I think that we're going to maybe talk about that a little more because churches can get really fixated on numbers and that can really motivate things in not necessarily a good way. So how do we report numbers? How do we do this gratitude report without being influenced by the desire to over-report that would influence in negative ways? So that's the question we're asking. I do believe that is all the recap for church planning. And thank you so much, guys. Nothing but love. We'll catch you later. As always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to send the DM, preferably a ticket, particularly if it's important. I'll get those DMs and I should respond, but tickets aren't usually missed, usually. So if you don't mind taking some time to do that, that would be great. Thanks, everybody.